Okay, so what is collision? So if two keys generate the same value or the same index at which the value has to be placed in the hash table, confusing words, it's like two keys should be placed in hash table na. So if they both have to be placed at the same position, or if it's like one is already put in a certain position and the second one is also saying I want to go to that location, then that means that there is a collision in the hash table. Okay, so whenever there is more than one key that points or maps to the same slot in the hash table, that phenomenon is called as collision. It is very important to choose a good hash function so that the hash function does not generate the same index for multiple keys. So what we should like write these both are the same thing but tipirasadu, and we have to write that we need a good hash function so that collision does not occur. Okay, so he is showing an example of what collision is. So I'm taking 6 numbers, and for two numbers out of the 6 numbers, I'm getting the same location. So I have written this way. This is called as collision. We are using by division method only for this to check this. Okay, now collision resolution techniques. Collision resolution techniques. Collision resolution techniques are techniques which are used for resolving or handling collisions. రెండు రకాలు ఉంటాయి, open hashing or addressing and closed hashing or addressing. So open hashing or addressing has 3 types. It is linear hashing, quadratic and double hashing. And closed hashing has only one thing, it is separate chaining. It is said that separate chaining is easier than these 3. Okay, so let's see what separate chaining is. In separate chaining, a linked chain is maintained for every index in the hash table. Okay, so it's like this. It's like a linked list. Not exactly a linked list, but links will be formed. So for every position we have put null, and when we are inserting a value into this hash table, I'm going to put that value which points to null, meaning the next slot is empty. And if I get a new value which is at the same position, I will write like add that to 123, and this number tends to null. Okay, so what? In separate chaining, a linked chain is maintained for every index of the hash table. Whenever there is a collision, the linked list is extended for that particular location of the hash table. Exactly. So 123, 456, 763. So I have put 123 here, tends to null, links to null. Then 456 is a separate position. Step 3, 763 is like it comes here only. 123 links to 763, tends to null. So while doing this, we have to write like h of k is 763 mod the hash table. Then we get this value. Insert this number at this location. We have to write that. Okay. Now what are the advantages? We can add as many keys as we want to this, and it is simpler than open addressing. But disadvantages kya? There is extra space which is used for the links. Okay, if collision rate is high, the search complexity increases as load factor increases. Okay, so what is load factor? It measures how full the hash table is. So it's like because we can add as many as we want, we cannot like. Okay, so this, let's say this whole table is full, then it links to other positions, and then it links to some other keys and other keys and other keys, and the search complexity will be increased, and as the load factor increases. So it's like load factor measures how full the hash table is. Load factor is equals to the number of elements which are stored by the total size of the hash table.